Hi, fourth grade friends. So today for writing, you're going to need a pencil and 2 colored markers like we did yesterday. And then your writing notebook and your tracker sheet. If you lost it, you can just use a piece of loose leaf paper to do this on, okay? What we're going to do first is, I want you to remind me, how do we punctuate dialogue when our tag is at the end? Think back. Tell me when you're ready. All right, so we want to start with our opening quotes. And then whenever we're done with our speaking part, we're either going to put a comma, an exclamation mark, or a question mark, and then our end quotes. And what's at the very end of our sentences? Periods. Yep, we always end those with just a period. Great. Well, today, fourth grade friends, we're going to learn how to punctuate dialogue when our tag is at the beginning. So let's get our writing notebook out and open to our anchor chart that we had yesterday. We're going to finish the right side, okay? So let's take a look at these examples. There's a few things I want to point out. I want you to write at least 2 of these, okay? If you have room, write all 3, but I want you to at least write 2, okay? So as we're writing, notice all of our tags end with a comma here. So our tag this time is always going to have a comma before our speaking, before that dialogue starts. It kind of helps separate it, okay? Then take a look right after our opening quotes. What do you notice? It's the same in each of the 3 sentences. Not the same letter, but what kind of letter do you notice? They are all capital letters. Yeah. So we need to make sure whenever we start our actual speaking part, we always start with a capital letter in there. And then whenever our speaking part is finished, we have some sort of punctuation so we know it's done. A period this time, a question, or an exclamation. We know if it would be a question mark if it's something like asked or wondered, something that makes us think of a question. And we would know exclaimed helps us know exclamation mark or excitedly, or if you get hurt sometimes, like, right, you start to shout, or if you're really, really scared, you might shout, right? So that's when we would want to use exclamation marks. So pause the video while you finish writing at least 2 of those down. Great. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the task cards attached to your Google Classroom assignment. Now, if you're printing these out, great. You can see them. Take your time. If you're going to use them on the computer, I would recommend doing this to view it better. Zoom in when you open it. Zoom in as much as you need so you can tell if there's commas, if there's not, if there's periods, what the difference is. Okay? So what I want you to do is pause the video while you solve these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 task cards. Finishing up these 12 task cards. And unpause the video when you're ready to check your answers. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see them. All right, so number 13. The correct answer was B. You should have had B because it's a question she asked. 14. Your correct answer is A. B is missing that comma there, so it has to be A. And C is missing the closing quotes. 15. The correct one is B, because we have our comma, opening, period, and ending quotes. 16. The correct answer is A again. C has them in the wrong spots. Our quotes are in the wrong spots. And B is missing a comma. and it doesn't have the best punctuation. 17. The correct answer is B. B, and we have our comma, and our question mark is inside our quotes. 18. Our correct answer, this one was really tricky, was B. A and B look almost identical, don't they? But we talked about this when we start our dialogue. What does that letter need to be? It needs to be a capital letter. Good. Then we have 19. The correct answer is A. 20. Your correct answer for this one is D. Sorry, it's not D. There is no D. Is C. It's all the way down at the bottom. Plot twist. Tricking you with a hidden one that's not even there. Just kidding. Number 20 is C. Then we have 4 more to go. Number 21, the correct answer was A. Yup. A. It's the only one with a comma and a period and are both quotes. 22. The correct answer is C. B tricked you. It switched your period and your comma, so it should be C. And our last 2. 23. Our correct answer is B. C looks good until you realize it's missing that comma. And A looks good until you realize the question mark is outside of the dialogue, outside of the quotes. And 24. The correct answer is B. Yep, he warned us really strictly, right? Parents can be strict, so they would say it really intensely with that exclamation mark. Great. Now, what I want you to do is let me know how you did on these task cards today, on these last 12. How did it go for you? By saying like +10 or +7, whatever you got. Okay? Let me know if you have questions. Otherwise, I'll talk to you soon.